Hello there. I am Kwame Alexander, and I am the author of 37 books, including the Unspoken, which I'm going to share a little bit with you today. It is a book I wrote about a really hard topic, about a really tough subject. And my mother was a teacher, and I know how hard it is for teachers sometimes to teach kids about things that are really hard to talk about. This is a book about slavery. And I wanted to write a book to help parents, to help teachers, and ultimately to help all of us understand how to talk about that topic. How do you tell a story that starts in Africa and ends in horror? An unbelievable story about evil plans and big guns hiding in the night, waiting while the girls and the boys finish chores, play games, listen to old tales of trickster spiders and talking drums, waiting for the women to sing everyone to sleep, for the men to dream of tomorrow, waiting to steal them away from their lives and sell them in America. But you can't sell people. How do you tell a story about slavery? About sly men from cold places scheming and laughing on tall ships while people shackled below, crammed in small, hot spaces, cry and sometimes die. A story of struggle and sacrifice about bold men and women jumping into the sea, into the jaws of sharks because, wait, they were scared and didn't know where they were being taken? Or what they'd find when they got there? Maybe they just wanted to escape. How do you tell that story about copper dreams wrapped in iron chains, about working hard for long hours from can't see to can for free, about picking cotton and growing sugar under the burning sun, while blonde-haired boys and girls ate their candy and played tag before school in their woolen breeches and cotton gowns and no reading allowed, and no reading allowed? About planting corn and threshing rice and curing tobacco and harvesting coffee and cooking and cleaning and building for free. Why weren't they paid? That's not fair. How do you tell a story about strength and pride and refusing to be broken and refusing to stop smiling and loving and each night gathering the children by the fire to hear tales of Moses and trickster rabbits and missing home and missing home? That's sad. Really, really sad, Mrs. Simmons. How do you tell that story and not want to weep for the world? A story about mothers fleeing in the wind, wading in the water, conducting freedom. About fathers fighting back, stealing away, chasing liberty. About some being caught by the searing lash of night riders and others riding the night by the light of the North Star. About little girls waking up in the middle of the night to their tormented mothers pleading, please, please don't take my son away from me. About families torn apart, sold like cattle. I don't think I can continue. It's just too painful. I shouldn't have to read this to you. We shouldn't have to read this together. How do you tell that story? This is a tough book to write, and it's a tough story to tell. And I think maybe just by reading this, it'll help us all be able to talk about it together. So it's no longer unspoken. I'm Kwame Alexander. Thanks for listening.